Today we will cover the segment addition postulate. The segment addition postulate tells me that if I have three collinear points, then we can set up an equation such that AB plus BC equals AC. What this means is the length of AB plus the length of BC should equal the length of my entire segment AC. So for example, if I said AB was 3 and BC was 7, then we can see the left side of the line is 3 plus the right side 7 equals 10. My entire line segment is 10. Of course, sometimes we will also see expressions that go along with this. So for example, if they told us that AB is 4x minus 1, BC is 6x minus 2, and then they also go ahead and tell us that AC, my entire segment, is 7x minus 6, or plus 6. Segment addition postulate tells me that I can take the AB part, 4x minus 1, combine it with the BC part, plus 6x minus 2, and it should equal my entire segment, 7x minus 6. Plus 6. 7x plus 6. So from here on out, it's a matter of remembering your Algebra 1. We want to solve for x, we want to get x by itself. First thing I want to take care of is always combine like terms. I have a positive 4x and a plus 6x. So 4 plus 6 gets me 10x. Then I see a minus 1 and a minus 2. So together that's a minus 3. Equals 7x plus 6. Next thing you want to do is to get your terms with the x's to one side and your terms without the x to the other side. So to do that, here we go. I see a positive 7x. In math, when we want to move things to the other side of the equation, we want to do the opposite. So the opposite of a positive 7x is a minus 7x. So you subtract 7x on both sides. 10x minus 7x gets me 3x. I did not touch the 3, so bring it down. Equals the 7x cancels out. And I'm left with the plus 6 or a positive 6. Next thing I want to do is I see that minus 3 tagging along on the left side. So to get rid of a minus 3, I do the opposite. Plus 3. Plus 3, and I get 3x equals 9. And the last step we do, 3x means 3 times x equals 9. So opposite of 3 times x, you divide by 3 to get x equals 3. And that's the algebra part. So sometimes we'll ask you to just set up the equation. Sometimes we can ask you to go ahead and solve for x. And then sometimes we'll also go ahead and ask, how long is AB? So we said AB is 4x minus 1. But we already know what x is. We figured out that x equals 3. So what I can do is the plug-in step. So we have AB equals 4. We know x is 3, so instead of x, I can write in parentheses 3. That means we plug in the 3. So we have AB equals 4 times 3, 12. 12 minus 1, 11. We can also ask you to solve for BC. BC equals 6x minus 2. You plug in that 3. So BC equals 6. Plug in the 3 minus 2. 6 times 3 is 18, minus 2 is 16. Alright. And then last, let's go ahead and find AC. AC, at this point, you have two ways to do it. You can most certainly plug 3 in there to get 7 times 3, 21 minus 6. Plus 6, I'm sorry. 7 times 3, 21 plus 6, 27. Or, we know what AB is, we also know what BC is. Segment addition tells me if I combine AB with BC, that also equals AC. So I can do 11 plus 16 to get me that 27. So there you have segment addition.